Hello, hello, hello. I'm Tamara, the tax doula, with another tax tip. I actually had to re-record this because the last one that I was recording, I was a little unprofessional, and I'm trying to remain objective in my recording. So for today's tax tip, it's technically not a tax tip, but it is a follow-up to a previous video that I recorded. The last time I spoke to you, I told you that ICE was attempting to come to an agreement with the IRS regarding tax data from undocumented immigrants. Now, here is what has happened. Several days ago, they came to an agreement. If immigration, customs enforcement, ICE, immigration and customs enforcement, if they are already looking at someone for deportation, they will take that information, share it with the Internal Revenue Service, who has agreed to cross-reference that data with their records in order to confirm any information they have about that individual. And information, I'm assuming, would be like that person's location. Now, this kind of goes against everything that the Internal Revenue Service is supposed to stand for, because technically, when you complete your tax returns, it's always believed that that information is going to be kept private, and it's the only usage for it is to make sure that you're in compliance with your income tax. So, it's really unsettling on a number of levels. I think I told you in a previous video that you can be undocumented and still receive a tax identification number. So you can be an undocumented immigrant and still pay taxes because you have a tax identification number. So now if you are undocumented and you are paying your taxes, but something's happened and ICE is looking into deporting you, now there really is no safety net in that space. And here are the concerns that I have around it. I've also said in a previous video that some common mistakes when filing tax returns is not putting in your information correctly. So let's say that you put in your tax ID number, your social security number. I always get that word always like a tongue twister. Your social security number. Let's say you put that in and you transpose a number, you put something in incorrectly. In my mind, thinking worst case scenario, what's to stop your information from going in incorrectly? Now you have ICE looking at data, forwarding information to the IRS. What's to stop human error from taking place on the taxpayer's part, on the IRS's part? I'm assuming that an individual is not going to be looking at the data. I'm assuming it's going to be done using technology, electronically. But with so many layoffs that have already taken place, with so many layoffs that are anticipated, with human error coming into play, what's to stop this from getting really screwed up? Individuals who are citizens or have a right to be here because of their documentation are now caught up in this, this, for lack of a better word, tomfoolery that's going to happen. The other thing that makes me go, is the fact that we already know that everything is connected. And when you look back in history, there have been people who have been caught by the government because of not filing their taxes or not filing taxes on time. And if I'm not mistaken, I believe Al Capone was one of the people where the FBI, the feds couldn't get him on a lot of stuff, but they ended up getting him for tax evasion. So, if we think that we're actually safe when we file our taxes, the government has all that information, and I'm sure somewhere in the fine print it says that they can use it, for other things if they feel like there's a reason to suspect people of criminal activity. But I guess at the heart of the matter, the part of it that's really just disheartening is that it feels like no one is safe. It feels like no matter what you do, they want to come for you. So I just want to say, just keep your head up, just letting you know what's happening, what's going on out there, but keep your head up, stay positive. The word says, weeping may endure for a night, but joy comes in the morning. So, just keep your head up and know that joy will come in the morning. This is Tamara with another tax tip. Take care until next time.